Here's to whiskey kisses, the peaty taste of sin.
Greetings, Whisky Folk! Welcome back to Drinking Out Loud. My name is Adam Bradshaw, and I am here today to reveal the official Whisky Folk score for the Signatory vintage Caol Ila 17 from 2007. Yeah, so it was a first fill Oloroso sherry butt, cask number 6. I always love it, a low cask number. Usually means that it was distilled early in the year, but they must start the season differently at Caol Ila because this was distilled on the 28th of September 2007, bottled on the 5th of February 2025. Individual number, this is bottle 345 of 677, came out at 57.7% alcohol. Cask strength is part of the cask strength collection. Yeah, lovely whiskey. I don't need the tube anymore. All right. So, just a quick review. I'm going to be giving you my impressions. Now, it's I've had this 2 or 3 times. Let you know, do I agree with my past self, and do I agree with the official Whisky Folk score, which is an average from people who submitted a score at our tasting event. It's such a classic Caol Ila. It's that bacon-wrapped scallop, but the sherry cask really juices it up a little bit. It's a bacon-wrapped scallop with like some kind of like black currant or something on it. It's bloody gorgeous. I mean, sherry cask Caol Ila usually is. It just works really well. And if you're not that familiar with Caol Ila, it's kind of the cousin to Lagavulin. They actually get their barley from exactly the same place. Port Ellen maltings at exactly the same spec. They're, not that far away from each other. They're both on Islay. But Caol Ila's actually substantially bigger. So why are you less likely to have heard of it? Because vast majority of it goes into blends or to independent bottlers. And because we specialize in independent bottlers, I'm really familiar with Caol Ila. I've had probably hundreds at this point of different Caol Ilas. And I'm still not tired of them. We just had an SNWS Caol Ila actually just yesterday, where it was like 491st cask that the SNWS had ever bottled of Caol Ila. Huge amounts of that distillery coming from the society. And it is, from so far, from what I've seen from Signatory, the Islay distillery that they're most commonly bottling as well. For good reason. It's available, and it's good. And most importantly, it's probably the most consistent distillery in Scotland, maybe on the planet. Consistent in quality and style. Caol Ila is Caol Ila is Caol Ila. You very rarely get something that's well off the mark from Caol Ila. And this is exactly what you'd expect. It's lovely. There's a little bit of that creosote-y, Lafroig taste in this one as well, which is less common in Caol Ila, but, not uncommon. It does taste very beachy. It tastes rock-pooly. It has definitely that maritime characteristic. But the fruitiness really balances that out nicely. That Oloroso cask really shines through. It's figs, but it's fresh figs, interestingly enough. Normally with a sherry cask, you're getting those dried fruit and nuts, but yeah, this is infusing more of a fresher flavour, which is light and really quite pleasant. As you'd imagine, the only peated whiskey in the entire lineup. At the very end, a style which is incredibly popular in our club. It scored really, really, really well. Do I agree with the score? I don't know. Maybe. They scored it a 4.7 out of 5. I think I could definitely get on board with that. I think naturally I want to land more at a 4.6 because I've had a lot of Caol Ilas. I know that Caol Ila can get better than this. But that being said, this is still a freaking good whiskey. So yeah, 4.7, solid score. They also put it in the smoky and earthy category. I absolutely agree with that. That is the dominant flavour, although it is full of other flavours as well. It is not a linear one-trick pony of a whiskey. It's also very much sold out, so very sorry about that. It is gone. I'll try my best to see if I can get more similar whiskies like this from Signatory. Yeah, lovely. The price on this whiskey was $347.74, which means if it was available right now at 10% off, it would have been $303.97. But like I said, long gone. Sorry. But get your tickets to the next Signatory tasting, because we'll have more stuff just like this. So when you see tickets go live for our next tasting, which I hope to have in February or March of next year, make sure you don't miss out. If I get enough interest, I will do 2 seatings of the Signatory tasting. So hopefully we build up enough interest in these tastings to get 2 full seatings out of it. If you can't wait that long, hopefully you've got tickets to the Victoria Whisky Festival. And although my masterclass on the Saturday afternoon with Signatory is sold out, you can't get tickets to that anymore, so congratulations to those of you who already have. We're getting brand new whiskies for that masterclass, cannot wait for that. You can still try a selection of Signatories on the Saturday evening at the consumer tasting as well. So if you don't have tickets to the Victoria Whisky Festival, the last few packages, pre-built packages for the festival are available right now at stratliquor.com. Just click on the banner at the top of the page, it'll take you right there, it'll scroll to the right spot of the page for you, and it's going to be wild. A special shout out as well, we've got the Rhythm and Booze project. You can get individual tickets to that one as well, because we're opening the door to music enthusiasts and people, whiskey curious people all over. There's 2 sessions on Thursday night featuring whiskies from the Scotch Malt Whisky Society and live music from the Rhythm and Booze project, which is a duo of blues musicians that also incorporate roots and folk music into their set, and they will be playing music and talking about the whiskies, and the lineup of whiskies is going to be incredible. And there's also going to be a second concert that they're putting on with Lafroig on the Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock. So there's 2 seatings on the Thursday night, one at 6:30, one at 9:30, and then one at 1 o'clock on Sunday. You can get individual tickets for that right now at stratliquor.com, so you can take part in the festival and enjoy some music without spending the whole weekend. But if you do want to come to that Saturday night tasting, there are also bundle tickets where you can get the blues concert with the SNWS and the Saturday night extravaganza together in a package. And that's the best way to get just the Saturday night, because you can't buy just the Saturday night consumer tasting on its own. All right, I've talked enough. I have had 8 wonderful whiskies today. I hope you've caught up with all 8 reviews we've just uploaded. If you haven't seen the other ones, click through the channel, you'll find them. And if you're all up to date, I will see you next time. It has been a pleasure. It has been an honor. Slán Sivar, stay well.
Find your way home. Your